Oh, hello everybody. Let me see if I can remember how to do all this stuff now. I'm here on my little farm. I think I'm just going to have a look around and try to remember what it was I was doing. My goodness, it has been, wow, what has it been? I got to check here. Let's see, the last time I was doing recording was the morning of, ooh, I did some recording ahead on February 14th. I remember that it was a busy day because that is the anniversary of my YouTube channel, or going live on YouTube, right? Yeah, I had wanted to do something for that, and then I was busy with things and didn't get to it. But the next two mornings, what would that have been? Man, I'm trying to remember here what's happened. The next two mornings, that would have been the 15th. I did recording ahead, and I think the 16th I managed a recording or two that morning, and I got everything like put online for the next couple of days because that's what had happened in there, because I had some doctor's appointments and stuff coming up. As you know, I've been having a hard time. They've been sending me for tests, and some things have come back to normal, and I've got to go back for more testing and blah blah blah. But what happened was on the 15th, on one of the appointments I was at, I caught COVID at that office. And by the 17th, I was starting to feel pretty yuck. And I haven't, by the day after, it was extra yuck. And I had told my Discord community that I was going to take about a week off because I was having kind of a hard time. And apparently that's been however long ago that was. I mean, it's been almost a month, isn't it? So if that was, I told them that somewhere on the 18th or whatever. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, almost a month, almost just a couple days short of a month. Oh my goodness gracious. That's horrible, horrible, horrible. Okay, so I have to recommend, guys, don't get COVID, okay? If you haven't had it already, just skip that part of this particular century. Just don't do it because it sucks, okay? I have had both vaccinations. I had a booster before Christmas, and I still got it. And I'm still ill. I mean, I've been testing negative for ages and ages, but I was still not well at all. I lost my sense of taste and smell, which is a lot more irritating than it sounds. Oh my goodness. I can't even. It's I can't recommend it. Okay, I can't recommend it. It sucks. It completely, utterly sucks to not be able to taste or smell things. So I have been told that, because I've talked to some doctors, I haven't seen anybody again because all the tests I had for the abnormal things, the retesting and the further testing they were going to do, had to all be canceled, and that's not rescheduled. I think the first one is not coming up for another week, and then the week after that there's more, and blah blah blah. This is just getting old. I gotta tell you guys, this is just getting old. But I was told by one of the doctors when they were postponing things that you can kind of hopefully train back your sense of smell. So I've got all these essential oils out, and I'm trying to sniff them and tell which is which, and I'm trying to, I guess you can sort of stimulate those cells that have to do with smell, and hopefully have it come back again, because it's I don't know, it's really inconvenient at the best. That's the best thing I can say about it, is it's totally inconvenient. Yeah, it's not good. There's so many things that I do by smell that I didn't even realize. Like, when are clothes clean or dirty? It's, I was saying, when I have horses in my life, when you're dirty, because you get this big green snotty smudge all over you from horses giving you cuddles all day, right? Like, when you're dirty. And if you're working out in the garden and you got mud all over, like, when you're dirty. It's easy. And if you've just sat at a computer all day, you pick something, there's no spots, there's not, it's not stiff with sweat, there's not mud all over it. So you pick it up and you give it a good sniff, and it's like, oh, that still smells clean. I can wear this again today, right? Is that gross? Because that's what I do in real life. I don't just, I've never felt that it was environmentally sound to just, wear something one time and then toss it in the wash. If I could use it again, I will. Except now I don't know. I'm terrified. What if I walk around and I'm like stinking or something? It's like you get so hyper diligent. Not that I'm walking around much. I'm still in bed 14, 16 hours a day because I'm just been too weak to get up and do much. Can't taste my food, which gets so irritating. So I've been just eating it spicier and spicy. I'm putting cayenne on everything. It's like extra hot peppers, please, on extra spicy. That's not hot enough. Next time, can you put more in it? Covering everything in pepper, because at least I can feel it. If it's burning all the way down, at least I know I've eaten something, okay? Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's interesting. It's been an interesting haul. But that's the leftover stuff. At the time, man, you're just sick. Even with, like I said, I've had both vaccinations. I've had the boosters. And you're just ill. If anybody has not had this or thinks this is just another flu, what's the big deal? Then you were either one of the really, really lucky ones who, it affected lightly or whatever. This is normal nothing. This is not normal. This is nothing like I've ever experienced. In, the last 30 years of my life, I've fought this ongoing disease that has been trying to kill me since, for a long time. And I've never experienced anything like this. It sucks. The pain is pretty high. But I survived. And I'm in a very high risk group and was told that there was a really good chance that I wouldn't. But I'm still here. So it's all bonus. Man, at this point, I'm just I feel like right now, if I'm ever, going to travel or do anything, this is probably the best possible time I can do that. Because here's what I'm thinking, right? I'm sorry, my lungs, of course, have not gotten as affected because I got the Omicron variant, not the Delta or whatever. So the lungs aren't as affected, thank all the gods and goddesses possible in any and all religious ideologies. Thank you. But yeah, my lungs aren't as bad as I thought they would be. They have been affected, but not like everybody expected. So I'm utterly thrilled with that turn of affairs. So that's good. I survived. Yeah. And if you're someone who's, not vaccinated, if you're seeing this and you're saying, well, see, there's no point in me getting vaccinated because she got it anyway. But vaccinations are not about not catching a thing. That's not, I was trying to explain this to a relative of mine who's actually in the military. And I said, you go to boot camp because you're learning skills that you will need if you ever end up being called into a war. So you're being taught skills that will help you to survive in a warlike situation. That doesn't mean you'll never go to war. They don't send you to boot camp and then give you a guarantee that now that you know how to fight, you're never going to have to. That's not what they're doing. They're saying if you ever get called up, into an active zone, then we're going to make sure you've got the skills to survive that. They want to give you, the opportunity to have enough information and ability to stay alive. And that's what a vaccine does. It's not going to stop you from getting anything. And it's not going to, it doesn't put you in a little plastic bubble that says, you can't ever catch a thing. It just says when you catch it, if you get called into an active war zone, now you will have some skills that will better, be able to keep you alive. And I am extremely grateful that I had those skills. Let me tell you what, I am extremely grateful that I had those skills. because it was not pleasant. And again, because I've got 3 separate health things that put me into the high risk group. So, I'll be honest, I don't think my family thought I was going to survive if I ever caught it. So I'm thrilled that I had all the right jabs in all the right places, and I get through it. I'm okay. It's okay. I mean, I hope I'm okay. I'm still dragging a month later. I'm still struggling. I'm still tired. The fatigue is the worst of it, which I have enough of. So I'm really not impressed with this additional fatigue in my life. Actually, I'm quite pissed off. But, oh well. But I'm alive, and I am really, really, really sorry that it simply hit so hard and fast. Getting a recording up to say I'm ill, it just wasn't possible, and I'm so sorry. And for those of you who have continued to watch, some of you have posted messages to me. I can't tell you how grateful I am that you're still here. And I've been trying to catch up on messages here in the last couple of days, and I read for a while and I go back to bed, and I read for a while and I go back to bed, but I'm really grateful. Thank you so, so very much for not giving up on me and assuming, that it was a health thing and that I'd be better. And because I still haven't worked out the original health issues that have been affecting me that sent me off to all these tests in the first place. It's just, I've got the MS, and then I started having some problems that seemed, well, they don't know. It could be related to the MS. It could be some other stuff. So they sent me for tests, and some of the tests have come back abnormal, so they want to do more testing. And then in between, when you're at these medical centers where there's a lot of people and you're there for a while, at that point you realize you're kind of in a good position to get exposed to COVID. But I didn't get it at any of those places. Is the best part. I had one appointment with a single doctor in a single office when I was the only single solitary patient in the room, but the staff there was unmasked. And apparently, it makes a difference because I got COVID. I can't freaking believe it. And then Quill, my son-in-law, got it, and then my daughter got it from him. So the whole family's been sick. It's just, man, it terrifies me to think that I brought this home to my family without even being aware of it. And of course, I was double masked because I cough so much. I've always been terrified that, I would pick up COVID and not know it, and you don't, for the first couple of days, and that when you're horribly contagious. And if we're coughing this moisture all over the world, out running around doing things, and so I always double mask. And when I cough, I put my hand up and make sure I'm holding it tight around, I'm trying not to let anything escape to make other people ill, but at home, you take it off, right? And then I gave it to my family. And I have this moment of fear stabs my heart every now and then. If they ended up, in intensive care, or died, or lung damage, or heart damage, or things that we may not even know about yet, the whole long COVID crap that, I'm being told I'm probably going to not feel very well for months yet. It's like, yay, because I needed something extra, I needed something extra. So I know exactly where I got it because it's the only single solitary place I was at. So there are words that are going to be had. I'm telling you. There are going to be words. Oh, yeah. Because I know exactly where it came from. And I'm not impressed. Anyhow, a lot of things have happened in this game while I've been away. We are on the last day of the, whatever. The lucky something. I know it's got the green and the shamrocks. Look at this. I've still got items kicking around from the last holiday, for God's sakes. I guess I have not been here in a while. Oh no. And the shamrock things I put up, I planted those yesterday. I came into the game yesterday. I saw that there was the event. I opened OBS, and while OBS was grinding its way into starting, it had to update, so it took a bit. But I planted those shamrocks that I just harvested. And then by the time OBS was ready to function, it was like, oh my God, I'm so tired, I have to go back to bed. And then I slept till like 4 in the afternoon, so good times. Oh, I hadn't even seen these over here. I'm gonna have to wander around my farm and try to remember what the heck I was doing with this thing. But it's the last day of the holiday, so I didn't quite miss the whole thing. I got a harvest in. I might get one more. It's pretty cool. And there's a new DLC. Oh my gosh, we have to see that. I haven't seen the new DLC stuff at all yet. And it's something about skiing or something. It sounds interesting anyway. But let's get rid of the last holiday things. Oh my goodness, footballs. I'm harvesting footballs. Hand egg balls, as my family calls them. Oh, so how have you guys been? Gosh, tell me something. Well, I know, wow, there's been like an entire war breakout since I got ill. The Putin, not Russians, because so many Russian people don't want any part of it, so I'm just going to say Putin has invaded Ukraine, and I'm told is having a very hard time of it. I've been trying to catch up on endless messages in my Discord channel, and there's been a lot of them of various farmers with tractors, hauling things away, and yeah, I've seen a few of those. I have posted a couple of things from Twitter, although I have to admit I've had a friend and my daughter have been posting things in a couple of places for me. They've been taking over streams and posting stuff and making it look like, yeah, I'm actually kind of still alive out here, because I didn't want my relatives and my mom and stuff to find out about it and worry. So I have totally had an online presence of sorts, just it's not been me very much. Oh God, I have so much to catch up on. So you're gonna have to tell me, you're gonna have to send all the things telling me what you've done and how you've been, and yeah, let me know what's been going on in life. Jeez, the world's a funky place. Oh, and look at all the animals that need harvesting. Oh, son of a gun. That's a lot. Well, anyway, I'm going to go because I'm pooped and tired. I am going to attempt to look at whatever is going on for this holiday. I'm almost certain I got everything from last year, but I hate it that I don't have a recording up for it, so I'm going to want to do that. And then find out what the new DLC is all about. You guys have gotten all ahead of me. I don't know all the things. And I need to know all the things. So you guys take care. Be safe. Wear your masks. If you walk into some place where they're not, raise some hell, guys. It's your health and the health of your family. Do not be afraid to raise some hell. Patrons, thank you so much for staying with me through all of this. And if I ever get back to testing and get all the other stuff checked out, I'll let you guys know if I'm going to live or not. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.